guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I need to make sure you are all sat before I show you what I've got. I am so excited. I, as a child, was a very big Scooby Doo fan, so when Lush told me that they were doing a little collaboration with Scooby Doo, I screamed, look how cute this is! When I went to Lush's autumn showcase, I saw 2 of the products and got to smell them and test them out before they went into stores, but look at this! I didn't know there was going to be a little Scooby Doo like bath bomb holder, and I absolutely love it. I'm gonna keep this, definitely gonna keep this. I think it is so cute, and it really just, it's very nostalgic to me. I really loved Scooby-Doo as a kid, and I loved the live action movies as well. So I'm so excited to smell all of this and share this with you guys. The only thing I didn't get in the PR package was the body spray, but I went into Lush today and I went and tried it out because I just love it. I'm so excited. I love when you get a really nice nostalgic collection and it's something that you really loved as a kid and you can still really love it as an adult, and it's really nice. For anyone that hasn't watched Scooby-Doo, this is the mystery machine, and this is kind of how the gang get around, and it opens at the top like this. It's so cute, and this is everything that's inside. We're gonna start off with the man himself, the icon Scooby-Doo. So this is very zesty. Straight away I can smell it's a very lime. It smells more like lime than lemon to me. On Lush's website it says that once you pop it in the bath it does turn green, so I'm really excited to try this, but I find that when bath bombs look too pretty I don't want to use it, and I did this with the Wicked collection last year. I think it was the Glinda wand because it just looks so nice, I don't want to ruin it, and I made the mistake when Lush did a collection with Super Mario. Mario? I made that mistake when Lush did a collaboration with Super Mario because there was like a peach jelly, kind of similar to the Congo jelly, but it was like this pinky pearly, I'll find a picture of it, but it was so nice, and I used it so much that it just kind of like fell apart, and it was so sad because you can't get them anymore. I just think this is so cute, and for me I think this is probably my favourite Lush collaboration for this year. I don't know if there's going to be a collaboration for Wicked Part 2, so I might have to wait till the end of the year before I can say which one is my favourite collaboration. I think this is going to be my favourite product, at least aesthetically, because this is another jelly, and you guys know I love my Conga jelly. I love a lot of the Lush jellies, and this has got a little head in the middle of it. Where's the head? Where's the head gone? I'm really confused. I think I can feel that there's a head there. I don't know if you can see it until it's... What? I was really confused by this because I thought the head, you were going to be able to see the jelly head, but I don't know if I can get it. I think what I'll do is I'll get it out, but I don't want to ruin it. So there's a little head, like a little sea captain head inside this. Oh, that's why I can't see it, because it's the same colour. I really don't want to break the jelly. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow, look at that, that's so cool. I think it's a bit of a bummer because now I've broken the jelly on this side, but I think I can pop it back in. So there's a little head, which is a soap, and then this is a Conga jelly. I keep saying Conga jelly. Inside there's this ghost of a Captain Cutler soap, and then you have the jelly itself. That is so cool. I think the only thing about this is when you take the soap out, it kind of ruins the jelly on this side, but if you're only looking here, it's still cute. Oh, that's so cool. This smells really fresh. On the website it says it's the Big Blue scent. I don't think I know that, unless it's the same scent as Whoosh. I think there's a Congo jelly called Whoosh, and it does smell quite similar to that. I don't have one, but I'm sure I've smelled it. I'm getting a little bit of a beachy vibe from this as well, and on Lush's website it says there's some like seaweed scent in there. It definitely smells very oceany, but also very citrusy, and there's definitely a little bit of lavender in it as well. I'm so excited to try this out, and I'm definitely going to be using this tonight. I think once you take this out, I'm not really sure how to store the soap in. You can kind of see, if I take it out, you can kind of see the shape that was... Oh, that's weird. You can see it. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that. At first you can't see it. You can't see it if the soap's in there. But there's the outline of the little head. Josh, do you want to look at this?
Probably.
Look, this is so cool. Look, I'm holding the bottom together so that it stays in, but I think this is so cool. I love that you could get 2 products from it. You get the soap and you get the jelly, and I just think this is a really like unique It's a unique way, and I love the colour because it starts off very green and then it looks like an ocean at the bottom. Especially, I don't know if you can see the little bubbles. It's really pretty. I'm really excited to try this. That's so much easier to fit it in. As long as you fit the soap in the actual mold, then it just goes straight back in. I think I was just being thick. Next thing we have is the My Glasses eye pad. Now mine's actually broken down the middle of this, but I can definitely still use this. But this is modelled after Velma's glasses. I'm not going to open these because they are broken a little bit. They're broken down here. They're broken quite a lot actually. I'm still going to try and use it tonight, but they are... yeah, worse for wear. There's chamomile, aloe, seaweed and charcoal in here. I'm really excited to try these because they just look really cool, but I do struggle a little bit with Lush's under eye masks because they're really thick. I had the Ghost under eye mask last year, and because they were quite thick they were just falling off of my eyes, so hopefully I can just put my head back and use these tonight. But they're so cute! We then have the Mystery Ink Shower Gel, and I think this purple is probably inspired by Daphne's dress. I've not seen a bigger bottle of this, but I will double check. I've checked and you can get this in the 120, 280 or 580 grams. I think they're the right numbers, it's something like that, but you can get this in the medium and large version as well. Oh, I love this. This is very sweet. This is very different to the last few things that I've smelled. There's definitely vanilla in it. This has vanilla, citrus and cinnamon, and I'm really excited because this smells very different to the rest of the collection. I did just double check and it is inspired by Daphne's dress, and I just love this. I love this whole collection. This is definitely much sweeter than everything else in the Lush collection, so if you're a vanilla girl like me, you're probably really gonna love this. I think that I didn't know whether to get a bit out on my hand just to show you guys how this is such a pretty colour. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a really subtle sparkle on it. If I just spread it out, look at that. That's so pretty. It smells like a vanilla-y cinnamon biscuit. I don't know if that's a very good way to explain how something smells, but it smells so nice. And look at that colour, like that is just stunning. I love this. I love this. I think with vanilla scented products you can go one of two ways, and you can go with the very sweet vanilla like a cupcake, or you can go with the vanilla that's kind of mixed in with sandalwood and tonka bean, but this is definitely the sweet version. This is definitely smelling like a cupcake with a little bit of cinnamon in this. This is a very unique smell. I think for me, I've not smelled anything like this, so this is good. This is something I'm definitely going to want to stock up on. The problem with limited edition, at least for me, is I never want to use it because it just looks so nice, but I think where this is a shower gel, I'll be more like happy to use it, whereas the jelly, I just won't want to break it, so I think I'm going to need to stock up on this. The last two things I have to show you, I've talked about already from the Lush showcase. This is the Mystery Machine Bath Bomb. Again, this is very citrusy. I think if you don't like citrusy, the only thing I could really recommend is the Mystery Ink Shower Gel, but I actually quite like citrus. I didn't used to, but I think since having the dog, for some reason I seem to like citrus. Maybe it's because she's called Lemon. I don't know, but I seem to be gravitating a lot more towards citrusy scents, and I just didn't used to like them. It has bergamot and neroli in. I've just had to Google how to pronounce bergamot, and I'm not even sure that what I've listened to is right, but this just smells really nice. I really like it. I love the colour. It's very like classic Scooby Doo, and I'm so excited. I don't know whether to try the Mystery Machine Bath Bomb first or the Scooby Doo. I don't know, because I keep thinking, oh, I'm gonna do Scooby Doo because he's my guy, but I like to cut up my bath bombs. I just feel bad to cut up his little face. The last thing I have to show you guys is the Scooby Snacks body spray. Now, I bought this with my own money because it didn't come in the PR package, and I'm really glad I did because I'm obsessed with the smell. This has bergamot, vanilla and cinnamon in it. I think when I spray it, like, I can definitely smell the citrus. For me, this smells more on the citrusy and cinnamon side. I'm not getting a lot of vanilla. There's definitely vanilla undertones, but I wouldn't say that was the like main smell. I'm not very good at describing fragrances. I know there's like a top note, middle and base, but I think you can definitely, it smells like Christmas. It smells like Christmas. I don't know what your guys' Christmas was like as a child, but my grandma would always be cooking something like cinnamony, I think, and then there'd be something sweet, and it kind of smells like all of that put together. Shockingly, I'm now going to go and have a bath. I think I'm going to use the Scooby Doo bath bomb first. I don't know, I'll probably end up changing my mind when I get into the bath. I'm definitely going to use the Mystery Ink shower gel and maybe the shower jelly as well. We'll see when I get there. guys a really simple retinol routine that I do. So I'll do my face first, and then I'm going to do a little bit of hand care afterwards. I'm going to be honest, and I'm a little bit afraid of retinol, which is a bit stupid because I can't quite articulate why I'm afraid of retinol. I think because you have to like build up a tolerance to it. So on the back of this it says limit initial use to once or twice a week and then gradually increase frequency to every other night and then every night as tolerated. I never use retinol on a Tuesday and a Friday, but today we're going to do Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. And I don't know what it is. I think I just don't know enough about retinol, and I think I've done far too much. I've done 2 pumps, so I'm going to put quite a lot on my neck. I'm hoping with the round face that I've inherited that I will still kind of like keep a little bit of youth about me, because I am pushing 30. I know I'm 27. I don't think I've spoke about my age before, at least on my YouTube channel, and I think I've always just been a little bit paranoid about like wrinkles, more so my face changing, and so I've always worn SPF, like something I religiously do every day. I will always wear SPF even if it's like cloudy, because protecting your face from aging is like the best that you can do for it. Applying SPF is like the best. I don't know how to explain it. You can go and do all the anti-wrinkle treatments, etc., you know, get collagen put in, whatever, but protection is the best form of anti-aging. So I am afraid of retinol. The only other thing I will do is apply a little bit of eye cream, and then I apply my Lala cream to my face. It sounds really dramatic to say that I'm afraid of retinol. I just don't know enough about it, and you build up a tolerance obviously to retinol, and where I've got acne prone skin, I just don't want to do anything that's gonna further irritate like the bits of acne I get around my chin, and then sometimes I get a little bit around my forehead, and I don't want to do anything that's going to make that worse. Something that really stuck in my head when I turned 25 is that your collagen levels start to decrease by 1% every year, or like around 1%, and I'm like, oh no. When I turned 27 this July, or maybe it was like a little bit before, is when I started to notice a little bit of a change in my skin. I've noticed when I smile I get like little lines by my eyes. They're like microscopic, but it's something that I've noticed, and I try to be grateful that I'm able to age. I've had, you know, people in my life that I've lost at a much younger age, and they didn't get that opportunity to grow. And I know that sounds like a really like deep thing to think, but I think sometimes we forget to be grateful for what we have. I know I've spoken to you guys before about having anxiety, but I do also get bouts of depression, and something that always really helps me is being grateful for basic things, if that makes sense. So you know, like when you get a cold and then you realize how important breathing is, and you wish that you could just breathe normally because you've got this cold, or at least that's what I do. And I find that being grateful to be able to start aging, I know this sounds so dramatic because I'm 27, I'm not like 67, but I think sometimes we forget to be grateful for the really small things. And when I'm having like bad anxiety attacks, or when I'm going in and out of like depression, I like to be present and grateful for the things I can do. So even like grateful that I can move my fingers, and it sounds like such a silly thing, but unless you've dealt with mental health problems, it's not really something you'd really think about. I'm now going to go in with my sleepy lotion. I was going to go in with my Sol de Janeiro, I think it's called Delicia, or Delicia, I think it's Delicia Drench. Can't find it, to be honest, cannot find it anywhere. I really love a lavender scent before bed. It really helps me to unwind and just feel a little bit more relaxed. I'm now going to go and do my hand care routine, but I am going to remember to film like a little outro. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.